Hello, what up, it's Johnny Move Madman, and I'm back. And today's Monday, and I've got a newer release to show you today. This was released in 4K a couple of weeks ago. It's an older film that's been restored into 4K. Today we're going to be talking about Time Bandits. So I was very reluctant to get this in the first place, considering I saw it was being restored by Arrow Video, and I'm a bit reluctant to get Arrow Video restorations these days just because I feel like I don't really like the way they restore their films. That's just my personal preference. I know there are a lot of people out there that love Arrow Video, and I'll tell you what, I give them so many marks for their presentation, and their packaging is absolutely spectacular. So there are a lot of positives when it comes to Arrow Video. I find their pictures a bit too grainy, especially with older films that they've restored. So I was very reluctant to get Time Bandits because I knew it was an older film as well. But I did. So look, it's there. I did get it. So you're happy about that, aren't you? Yeah. We'll take the slip cover off here. It's got a different artwork on the front cover there, as opposed to the older, more original artwork here. And then you got your back covers there as well. It's pretty exciting, isn't it? Have a look inside as well, yeah? Nice. So there's a nice 4K Blu-ray for you there. Pretty sure it's got a reversible sleeve as well. So if you wanted to have the original artwork on the poster, you can have that, but didn't go for that, did I? On the inside here there's also this Time Bandits booklet. You see there's loads of different bits to do with Time Bandits, so I imagine behind the scenes, telling you about the actors in the film and stuff like that. There's a poster here as well, so you got a nice poster of the film here, or if you wanted to you can have a copy of the time map as well, so that's all pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, so I do have the 2K restoration of this that was released a few years back, so I had that Blu-ray to compare to the 4K Blu-ray that I have here, which you'd be very happy about, wouldn't you? Exactly. I had a look at the 2K restored Blu-ray first. Took a little look at a lot of the darker stuff because I knew that's what I thought I was going to have a problem with when it came to the 4K disc. So I had a look at a lot of the darker stuff, see how the 2K restoration of it handled it, and the 2K restoration looked pretty good, to be fair. It's what you like, isn't it? You like it to look good, don't you? You do. So then I popped in the 4K disc and I was like, do you know what, I'm just going to watch the whole thing. So I watched it in 4K and knew to look out for little bits that I'd looked at the 2K restoration as well. And I tell you what, for a 4K restoration of a film released in the 80s, and for a 4K restoration that's been restored by Arrow, I didn't leave this with my face in my hand. It wasn't the most 100% core, wow, that's the most amazing 4K I've ever seen in my life ever. But for Arrow Video, it's probably one of their better restorations, especially for an older film as well. There's a lot of decent reds in there, which obviously I was looking out for, a lot of red. The main bad guy is basically dressed in red, so I was quite happy about that. David Warner giving off a very scary performance, as I suppose he's supposed to be the devil, I'm assuming. Yeah, something like that. There's decent sound to it as well. Gotta like a good sound when it comes to your films, don't you? Yeah, so I was really happy with the sound as well. It was a nice sounding movie. That's what you like to call it, isn't it? Yep, Time Bandits for you. If you want to get it in 4K, it's definitely worth getting. I would have said that it was a decent upgrade from the Blu-ray. So if you are thinking, is this going to look good in 4K, then yeah, there's your answer. It's a good answer. It took me 5 minutes to tell you that as well. So it definitely looks really good in 4K. Good HDR, good picture all round, very good colours, and decent sound as well. So all in all, good job, Arrow. I might consider buying another one of yours. Yeah. Well, that's it for today. I'm back Wednesday to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy, which will hopefully go a little better than some of the Marvel films I've done, because I know a bit more about Guardians, and it's one that I can be a bit more excited about as well, because I've seen it so many more times. But that's next week. We'll deal with that next week. Meeting with the podcast lads on Wednesday as well, so we'll start talking about getting this podcast going, so you've got that to hopefully look forward to next month, maybe November. Probably say November, knowing what I'm like. Next year, we'll say next year, knowing what I'm like. Yeah, but I think that's going to be it for today. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'm going to fuck off. Okay, goodbye.